There's a message every tired woman needs to hear, especially the one who wakes up with a heavy spirit but still chooses to move, the one who carries the world quietly on her shoulders, the one who shows up even when nobody claps, nobody checks in, nobody understands. You've been fighting battles people don't even know exist, but you're still standing, and that alone says everything about who you are. Your exhaustion is not a sign of failure. It's proof that you haven't given up on yourself. It's proof that you've been pushing through storms that were meant to break you, but you refuse to fold. Tired doesn't mean weak. Tired doesn't mean incapable. Tired doesn't mean unworthy. Tired simply means you've been working, healing, trying, rebuilding, and surviving things that would have destroyed a softer soul. There comes a moment in every woman's life when she realizes she can't keep giving from an empty well. She can't keep carrying everyone else while dragging her own broken pieces behind her. You deserve to choose yourself without apology. You deserve rest that doesn't require permission. You deserve to speak up when you're hurting. You deserve to say no without guilt. You deserve peace that stays and love that doesn't drain you. The world has conditioned you to believe that strength means silence, that strength means endurance, that strength means pretending. But real strength is in choosing yourself when you've been taught to choose everyone else. Real strength is stepping back before you break. Real strength is healing the wounds you used to hide. The truth is, your future is waiting for you to rise in your own time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep trying, even if it's slow, even if it's messy, even if it doesn't look like progress yet. Every small effort you make while tired counts. Every tear you wipe away before starting again counts. Every time you choose growth over comfort, it counts. And every time you refuse to give up, even when your heart is bruised, you become a stronger version of the woman you've always dreamed of being. One day you're going to look back and realize the tired version of you, the drained, overwhelmed, quietly fighting version of you was the one who carried your future on her back. She is the reason you rise. She is the reason you become better. She is the reason you make it. So don't underestimate her. Honor her. Protect her. Take care of her, because she's doing her best with the weight she's been given, and her best is building a life she deserves. You may be tired, but you are still trying, and that alone makes you unstoppable. Keep going. Your breakthrough is closer than your breaking point. There's a truth many women never hear enough. Your exhaustion is not a flaw. It is not a sign that you're slipping, failing, or losing your edge. Your exhaustion is evidence of the battles you've survived, the responsibilities you've carried, the sacrifices you've made, and the strength you've shown even when you felt empty inside. When a woman is tired, it's rarely because she's weak. Most of the time, it's because she has been strong for too long without a break, without support, and without anyone truly understanding the weight she handles every single day. Think about what you've endured. Think about the nights you cried quietly because you couldn't let anyone see your vulnerability. Think about the mornings you forced yourself up because people depended on you. Think about the expectations placed on your shoulders. Be strong, be calm, be productive, be kind, be responsible, be perfect. And then think about how you still showed up no matter how drained you were. That's not weakness, that's resilience, that's grit. That's the heart of a woman who refuses to quit no matter how heavy life becomes. People see your smile, your discipline, your effort, but they don't see the storms you walk through silently. They don't see the emotional battles you hide behind your eyes. They don't see how hard it is to keep going when your spirit feels worn out. But you know every step of your journey, you know every scar on your heart, you know how hard it's been to carry yourself forward. And yet you're still here, still fighting, still rebuilding, still trying to become better even while tired. There's nothing weak about that. That is power in its rawest form. Most people underestimate what it takes to be a woman who doesn't collapse under pressure. They don't see the invisible strength it takes to hold your family together, or keep your responsibilities in order, or chase dreams while life pulls you in 100 different directions. They don't understand the mental stamina required to heal from heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment, or loneliness, and still move like nothing is wrong. You've been showing the world a kind of strength that very few can match, the strength to keep going when life keeps pushing you down. Your exhaustion tells a story of courage, a story of survival, a story of a woman who fought battles that she didn't talk about because she didn't want to burden others. A woman who pushed through days that felt impossible. A woman who kept her heart soft even after it was broken. A woman who kept believing in her own future even when her present felt heavy. The world may never fully appreciate the weight you carry, but that doesn't mean your effort goes unseen. It means your strength has become so natural that others forget how extraordinary it really is. What you need to remember is this: being tired does not mean you're done. Being tired does not mean you're losing. Being tired does not mean you're not built for what you're facing. It simply means you have been fighting for a long time and you're still choosing to rise. That kind of strength can't be taught. It can't be faked. It comes from deep within, where your soul refuses to give up on the woman you're meant to become. So the next time you feel tired, remind yourself your fatigue is proof of your fight, and your fight is proof of your greatness. You are tired because you've been strong. You are tired because you've been trying. You are tired because you are becoming the version of yourself that you always knew was possible. And that woman, the one who keeps going even when she's tired, is unstoppable. There comes a moment in every woman's journey when she realizes she can no longer carry everything and everyone on her back. A moment when she understands that her heart, her peace, and her energy are not bottomless wells. And for the first time, she sees clearly that she has been giving so much of herself to people, responsibilities, and situations that rarely pour anything back into her. This realization is not selfishness, it is awakening, it is maturity. It is the beginning of choosing yourself without guilt. For years, you've been taught to be the strong one, the reliable one, the calm one, the one who holds the family together, the one who listens to everyone's problems, the one who works through pain without saying a word. You've been conditioned to believe that you should be everything for everyone and nothing for yourself. But there's a cost to that. Every time you say yes when your heart is tired, every time you swallow your feelings to keep peace, every time you take on more than you can handle, you lose pieces of yourself. You lose rest, you lose clarity, you lose the light in your spirit. But you don't have to live like that. You can choose yourself. You can say no without explaining. You can protect your peace without feeling like you owe the world an apology. You can walk away from chaos even if people call you selfish. You can rest before you break. You can put your mental and emotional health at the top of your priorities. Because a woman who is constantly drained cannot keep building a life she deserves. Choosing yourself is not abandoning others. It's saving the parts of you that were slipping away. It's giving your soul the room it needs to breathe. It's remembering that your worth is not measured by how much you can endure, but by how deeply you honor your own spirit. When you start choosing yourself, you reclaim your power, you reclaim your time, you reclaim your emotional freedom. You stop living in survival mode and start building a life that feeds your heart instead of draining it. It is not easy, though. The world loves a woman who gives endlessly. The world celebrates the woman who never complains, who carries pain quietly, who sacrifices without asking for anything back. But you are not here to be a silent provider of strength for people who don't notice when you're falling apart. You are not here to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You are not here to break yourself just to keep relationships alive that don't nourish you. You deserve rest, the kind of rest that heals you from the inside. The kind of rest that brings back your clarity, your softness, your joy. You deserve moments where you don't have to be strong. You deserve support, not constant burden. You deserve people who refill you, not drain you. And most importantly, you deserve to give yourself the same love and patience you give to others. Choosing yourself is not a weakness. It is a declaration that you matter, that your heart matters, that your peace matters, that your dreams matter. And once you start prioritizing your well-being, something powerful happens. You become a better version of yourself. You make decisions with clarity. You move with purpose. You stop settling for situations that shrink you. You rise into the woman you were always meant to become, balanced, grounded, aligned, at peace. In choosing yourself, you are not walking away from responsibility. You are walking toward freedom. And that freedom is going to rebuild every part of you that exhaustion once tried to take. There is a future waiting for you, a future built on every small step you take, even on the days when your legs feel heavy, your mind feels foggy, and your heart feels worn out. A future shaped by the version of you who refuses to quit even when you're tired. People often glamorize transformation, but real transformation rarely looks beautiful in the beginning. It looks like slow progress that nobody notices. It looks like choosing to get up when you'd rather lay still. It looks like pushing yourself gently with patience toward the life you know you are meant to live. Every time you try while tired, you are planting seeds in the future you dream about. You're not behind, you're not failing, you're building slowly but steadily toward the woman you want to become. And sometimes it's the smallest efforts that change everything. Waking up early even though your spirit feels heavy. Making one better choice when your mind feels overwhelmed. Speaking kindly to yourself when negative thoughts try to take over. Setting boundaries even when it makes you uncomfortable. These things look small today, but one day you will look back and realize they were the exact moments that shifted your whole life forward. What you must understand is that growth doesn't always feel like growth. Healing doesn't always feel like healing. Progress doesn't always feel powerful. Sometimes progress feels like holding yourself together when everything around you feels unstable. Sometimes healing feels like breaking down before you rebuild. Sometimes growth feels like losing people who no longer align with the woman you're becoming. But even in the messiest moments, you are moving. Even when you can't see it, something inside you is unfolding, strengthening, rising. The woman you are becoming is shaped by your willingness to keep going when the path gets heavy. She is shaped by your courage to continue even when you can't see the finish line. She is shaped by your belief in something greater, something deeper, something worth fighting for. You're not just surviving, you're evolving, you're forming new habits, you're developing new perspectives. You're shedding old versions of yourself that once kept you small. And every day, whether you feel it or not, you are stepping into a stronger, wiser, more grounded version of yourself. This journey is not about perfection. It's about direction. It's about choosing faith over fear, even if your voice shakes. It's about choosing consistency over intensity. It's about choosing yourself even when you feel undeserving. It's about trusting that the woman inside you, the one who dreams, the one who believes, the The one who loves deeply is leading you forward, not backward. There's a powerful truth you must hold on if your future is responding to your effort, not your exhaustion. The universe sees your dedication. Life recognizes your fight. Every small step, every quiet prayer, every moment you choose hope instead of giving up, it's all adding up. You may not see it yet, but breakthroughs often happen right after the moments that feel the hardest. The tired version of you, the overwhelmed version of you, the soft but stubborn version of you. She is the one carrying your destiny closer. One day you will wake up and feel lighter. One day the things that drain you now will no longer have power over you. One day your consistency will turn into blessings you once thought were out of reach. One day you'll look back and realize that everything you went through was shaping you into a woman capable of holding the life you prayed for. So keep going. Move slow if you have to, but don't stop. Rest when you need to, but don't quit. The future you dream of is already in motion, and every tired but still trying step you take is pulling it closer. You are becoming her, even now, even slowly, even silently. Keep going. Your future is waiting with open arms.